Hello and welcome. My name is Emma. I am a professional copywriter, and this week I'm going to be telling you how to use the rule of three in your writing to make it super sticky and ultra persuasive. So grab your pen, let's do this. So before I get into the bulk of the video, why not give this little video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more writing wisdom and enjoyable Friday laughs. So the rule of three, what is it? It's every bit as mystical as it sounds, in fact. For centuries, groups of three have been intriguing the human mind. That sounds like a statement that's entirely outlandish, that I've just plucked out of the air, but no, it's true. Think about all of the fairy tales that we've been told since infancy. Goldilocks and the Three Bears, the Three Musketeers, the Three Little Pigs. And look at some of our favourite phrases. We've got blood, sweat and tears, sex, drugs and rock and roll. Or if you're Metallica, gimme fuel, gimme fire, gimme that which I desire. I'd pop a cute little clip of the song in here, but I know that Metallica like to sue people for copyright infringement, so I guess I'm just going to not do that. The rule of three is also a huge favourite in public speaking and persuasive speech giving, and this is because it is a rhetorical device. Rhetoric, without going into the whole big long thing, which you can watch if you want to, up there, I've already done a video on it. I love rhetoric. Rhetoric is a list of technical devices that orators use or writers use to create something very structurally sound, very persuasive, very beautiful, that rings off of the ear and sticks in the mind. And the rule of three is one of these. Its correct name is a tricolon, and obviously that's because tri means three. I mean, some of our favourite speeches use the rule of three. Let's look at Julius Caesar, friends, Romans, countrymen, or the fact that Barack Obama used 21 sets of tricolons in a speech that he gave. I can't remember when. I will link a video to it here if you want to go and watch it and pick out all of the tricolons that he uses in that speech. It has been used everywhere. Politicians and public speakers love the rule of three. I love the rule of three, and if you're cool, you'll love it too. So why are we so deeply affected by threes? Well, I think the simple case of it, and in the research that I've been going through, this is what's suggested, is that one is obviously a singular. You focus all your attention on that one thing. It's all encompassing, it is its own thing, it absorbs your attention. If you've got two things, your first reaction is to make a comparison between those two things. They're supposed to be polar opposites or a complementary couple. They are just a point of comparison for the human mind, and you almost discard them. When you get to three, that's when the fun begins. You can start to make alternate couplings. You have a little group. You can start to pair them off. You can make patterns. You can create contrasts. You can almost go on a journey when you have three. The best thing about three is that it is super effing memorable. It sticks in your mind, you take it away, and that's what makes it so good for speeches and for copywriting and for marketing and advertising, because it ultimately sticks in the brain. That's why we've been using it for centuries, that's why it makes up a huge part of literary construct, and that's why I'm talking about it today. I mean, did you ever wonder why plays and stories are written in 3 acts? You start with the setup, you then get to the anticipation, and you finally get the payoff. When we're being told stories, the whole first act is supposed to set up the initial situation and the characters and the premise of the story so that we can ease into it and we can get invested. The middle part is where all of the action takes place, and the apprehension and the anticipation for the ending, and the ending is your resolution and conclusion, and it makes you feel nice and satisfied because you got the payoff that you wanted and everything is sick. So really, in whichever context it's used, whether it's storytelling or speech giving or even just using the rule of three for a tagline, you are effectively always using that format. The setup, the anticipation and the payoff. So where can we make the best use of the rule of 3 or tricolon in our writing to gain maximum impact? I'm glad you asked. The rule of 3 lends itself incredibly well to taglines. Throughout history there have been numerous taglines used with the rule of 3. For example, stop, look, listen, stop, drop, roll. Probably more. If I can find more, I'll put them up on the screen. And if you're just watching me right now, it's because I wasn't able to find any. The rule of 3 is also incredibly good for bullet points or making things look simple with follow these 3 steps. Sign up, get your code, spend your money, that sort of thing. 4 steps, now that starts to look a little bit too hard. 2 steps, why would you bother? There's 2 steps. Bullet points really aren't any good if there's less than 3. If you've got more than 3, fine, but if you want maximum impact, 3 bullet points or 3 steps to do something. Another great use of 3, as I've mentioned a dozen times in this video already, is speech giving. If you want a really memorable, catchy speech, or you want to leave a lasting impression, incorporate the rule of 3 into that. I've already done a video on how to give a speech, which I'll put up there for you. If you are currently writing one or thinking about writing one, you can use this technique in that speech. And there you go. Quick, easy, simple. Your ultimate guide to the rule of 3 or the tricolon and how to use it in practical copywriting. If you have any questions, you can pop them in the comments box below. Or you can find me on Twitter at ejcownley and I'll happily chat away with you. If you've got any requests for future videos, hit me up. Let's hear what they are. Within reason, obviously, and let's not get crazy. And until next week, I'll see you back here, same time, same place. Have a great weekend and see you next Friday. Take care.